So here we are back again in Mittenron, back up in Port Norway for the third time. Obviously the last time I came here, a year or so ago, I built all of these boats and replaced all of the stone with colour. Well, put in all of this colour in place of stone, probably be a better way of wording it. And then everything below that level is pretty much as it was built way back when. What am I looking for? Bone meal. Anyway, so I've come back for the third time in order to, well, I may actually do something about these, but we'll see. The main thing I wanted to do was this. The statue was here already. I put it in a structure block, moved it up 10 blocks, built in a new base for it to sit on, so it's higher. Added the cloak, replaced all of the stonework with copper, letting it decay for the fun of it. But there's so much of it, it was taking forever. Which, you know, I don't need to do it this way. I could just put in the weathered copper. But I hit on another idea, which is to go with a more familiar style, where I put armor on it, essentially, and did that in copper. I'm going to let that decay, and see what I want to do with the stonework afterwards. The hat was added. The staff was originally stonework, as was all of this. Swapped it out for some mud bricks, some granite to do a transition. I'm still debating whether to do the entire thing in mud. It's very difficult to reproduce that because you can do the mud bricks for this stone and the mud brick wall to replace this, but there's nothing to do for these. Or these. And unfortunately, this detachment is a product of the fact that they were put in place before walls were attached to these blocks. So replacing some of the glowstone has automatically fixed that, which I'm not happy with. But there you go, stuck with it. So after doing some of what I've just described, I switched to the statue. The intention was to do a three-headed statue all along. It was supposed to look more like the statues do, boxed shaped with straight boxes or boxes at angles, not this organic curve. I'm still debating in myself whether I'm really happy that I've moved away from that idea. But for now I consider it done. And then did the tail, obviously, wrapping around. I have considered opening out some of this dirt to expose more of the body, but kind of don't see the point really. And certainly not going to bother on the outside. But after doing all of this and fiddling with this, I moved on to this. As you can see, there's map corruption here. All of this was generated in 1.3. All of this was generated in 1.7, I think. Something like that. So I'm converting this into a ledge and building a coral reef. For some reason I decided to build giant coral. I don't really know why. But it's not going too bad, so you know. I'm actually at this point where I need to just need to put some texture on this, and then I've actually finally had some idea about how to fill in the spaces. Just putting in grass and small bits of coral is only getting me so far. And I did some reading on coral, and what I discovered is that they put down calcium carbonate deposits to form a skeleton and a rocky surface for them to cling to. So I'm going to use calcite and diorite, probably andesite as well, to fill in these gaps, replace some of the stone and replace some of the sand and soil, and then also put in some cobblestone, mossy cobblestone. Also some green plants, large green plants, using the mossy block, I think. I'm probably going to start doing all of that here, where I haven't put anything else in place yet, and then see how it works here before I retroactively alter all of this, which isn't going to take long. There's only a little bit of it exposed at this point. But my intention is to take it most of the way down here, to be honest. Maybe cut it off here. I need to make sure that there's a gap for boats to sail through. I'm going to put some jellyfish in this area. I don't know how big they'll be. Maybe one large one or several small ones. I want to find space to build a submarine. In this direction again, I'm going to need to leave a gap for boats. Probably stop it here, resume it here, and connect it to well, I'll possibly build a lagoon, to be honest. And since I'm incorporating this, I'll need to find the time to get rid of this part of the corruption, or disguise it at least. And then getting rid of these where I find them. It's an artifact from older versions of the game. I think it's from bad cave formation. Air pockets form above the ground. The stone won't generate. Oh, well, it doesn't generate stone anyway, obviously. And then just yeah, it just leaves these air pockets. I think most of the lag is due to the 1.18 changes where they added the entire subsection below 0. It's just loading still in various places. Anyway, that's what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks. And I'm going to say adieu and carry on with it. Maybe I think I've got plenty of time to fit in a little recap at the end of the stream to show how far I get. But for YouTube, I say adieu. Well, I can't say I got a lot done, but it's progress.